Now, one of the things that American Atheist does is promote atheism anywhere and anyhow, and we do it by name. We do it by the word atheist. And I wanted to just talk to you a little bit about why it's so important that we address atheism as atheism. Now, this is new data. I love data. I especially love independently obtained quantitative data, which can be defended and shown and used. This is new data. This was provided by Todd Stiefel from the Openly Secular Organization and the Stiefel Free Thought Foundation. Todd, are you here? No, he's also down in the exhibit hall. So he did a survey, they did a survey, and again, this is statistically significant survey. This is quantitative information. This is usable information. And this was independently offered, not from me. And according to this data, we've got two blocks here. If you're looking at atheist, we've got two blocks. The first block is people who are unfamiliar with the term. According to the data, 10% of America does not know what an atheist is. They've never heard the word. Okay. Another 3% have heard the word, but they don't know what it means. Another 3% have heard the word but don't know what it means, and that means that when you communicate and you say that you're an atheist, 87% of the country will have a very good idea of what you're talking about. They may not have a nuanced idea. They may think it's, I don't believe in God versus I don't believe in any God versus I don't believe in an afterlife, but they get the gist of what you're saying 87% of the time. Not bad. Let's look at agnostic. Agnostic is not what you would expect. A lot of people think everybody knows what an agnostic is. That ain't the case. In fact, almost 20% are completely unfamiliar with the term. Another 20% have heard the term but don't know what it means. And you'll notice that third box, another 10% think they know what it means, but they're wrong. In other words, they have a definition which is non-atheistic. They don't think an agnostic has anything to do with a lack of belief in a God. They think it's something else. So when you tell somebody that you're an agnostic, you've got a 50-50 chance of miscommunicating. You've got a 50-50 chance that they're going to get it wrong. Let's look at another one. Let's look at secular, a little bit more. More people don't understand secular. In fact, you're looking at about 65% of the people. When you call yourself secular, they don't know what you mean. They don't know what you mean. And of course, the purpose of talking, the purpose of words is to communicate. And if we're going to be activists, we need to learn how to communicate. Now, we've got two more terms here, folks. We've got two more terms here, humanist and free thinker. And I'm going to show you both of them at the same time. And I want you to understand what this data shows you. Because what you'll see is that very, very few people know what you're talking about when you call yourself a humanist or a free thinker. I'm talking 90% get it wrong. 90% get it wrong when you call yourself a humanist. Now, I'm not talking about those people who call themselves, I'm a humanist and an atheist. That's communication. That's fine as far as I'm concerned. But if you've got a term, if somebody asks you what your religion is, and you call yourself a free thinker or you call yourself a humanist, there's a 90% chance that they're going to not associate you with atheism, which means, as we all know, they're probably going to associate you with theism. You may be using the right words. You may be using true words, but are you communicating truthfully? Are you communicating at all? Or are you just answering with something that they won't understand at all? This is important because when I tell people that they need to call themselves atheists, there's a reason behind it, because we're here to be understood. Let me ask you a question. If you were religion, okay, if you are religion, what term would you want the atheists to self-identify with? Probably the one that confuses the heck out of everybody who's not like you, right? Probably the one that doesn't convey the clearness. You would probably want the one that's got a 90% chance of being wrong as opposed to the one that's got an 87% chance of being right. Now, people have chided me for saying you should call yourself an atheist. They say I'm trying to dictate, trying to have a dogma. This is not dogma, folks. This is strategy. This is basic strategy. And I'll tell you what else it is, folks. It's humanism. It's humanism. Because I'm a humanist. I'm a humanist, and I care. Who do I care about? I care about a whole bunch of people, but I care about those people who can't come out. I care about those people who can't come out because they're stuck in a religious environment, because they're kids with religious parents, because they're people with religious bosses who can't come out of the closet. I care about them. That's why we're here. That's one of the reasons why we're here. I mean, we're not here spinning our wheels. We're here to help people, right? If we are here, if we care about them, if we care about the bigotry, the people who are stuck in the closet, we care about the fact that they're stuck in the closet due to bigotry. Therefore, we want to defeat the bigotry. That's what we're doing. We want to defeat the bigotry by fighting the bigotry. What fuels bigotry? Ignorance. How do you fix ignorance? Communication. Communication. How do you fight effectively? You use the correct word, the word that's understood by almost 90% of the population. Yes, it's good strategy, but I ask you, I plead with you, in the name of humanism, call yourselves atheists.